Have you ever heard of a single photograph that stopped an entire war in its tracks? Well, today we're diving into a collection of incredible, almost unbelievable stories from Scotland, all caught on camera. These aren't just snapshots. They're moments in time that reveal a side of history you've never seen before. From ghostly apparitions in ancient castles to baffling mysteries captured in the rugged Highlands, Scotland's past is filled with secrets, and we've got the pictures to prove it. So, grab a cuppa, get comfortable, and prepare to have your mind blown. We're about to uncover tales so strange and so captivating, you'll question everything you thought you knew. This is Scotland, as seen through the lens of the unexplained. Let's start our journey in the heart of Edinburgh, a city steeped in history and legend. But we're not looking at the castle or the Royal Mile today. Instead, we're zooming in on a single, grainy photograph taken in the 1950s. It shows a group of children playing in a narrow, cobbled street. It seems ordinary, right? But look closer. In the background, leaning against a wall, is a figure that shouldn't be there. It's a man dressed in what appears to be 17th century attire, complete with a wide-brimmed hat and cloak. The photographer swore he was just capturing the kids at play and didn't see the man until the film was developed. Locals have long shared tales of a ghostly watchman who still patrols the old city walls, a remnant of a time when Edinburgh was constantly under threat. Could this photo be the first tangible proof of the city's phantom guardian? Skeptics argue it's a trick of the light or a double exposure, a common flaw in old film photography. But for many, this image is a chilling reminder that the past is never truly gone. Sometimes it's just standing in the shadows, waiting to be seen. Next, we travel north to the wild and desolate beauty of the Cairngorms National Park. Our subject here isn't a ghost, but something far more terrestrial and perhaps even more mysterious. In 1990, two hikers were walking near the Rothiemurch's forest when they saw a massive, diamond-shaped object hovering silently in the sky. They managed to snap 6 photographs before the object shot upwards at an incredible speed and vanished. Terrified, they took the photos to a local newspaper, who then passed them on to the Ministry of Defense. And that's where the story gets really strange. The photos and the original negatives disappeared. For over 30 years, the Calvine UFO incident, as it came to be known, was nothing more than a legend, a file buried deep within government archives. But in 2022, a retired RAF press officer who had managed to keep a single copy of one of the photos finally released it to the public. The image is staggering. It clearly shows a large, structured craft with what appears to be a Harrier jet in the background for scale. It remains one of the most compelling pieces of UFO evidence ever captured, and it was taken right here in the Scottish Highlands. What was this object? Was it a secret military prototype or something? Not from this world. The government remains silent, but the photograph speaks volumes. Our third story takes us to the windswept Orkney Islands, a place dotted with ancient Neolithic sites. We're focusing on the Ring of Brodgar, a massive stone circle older than Stonehenge and the pyramids. In the winter of 2003, a tourist was taking pictures of the stones at dusk. As the light faded, they captured a series of images showing a strange, ethereal mist swirling around the base of the stones. This wasn't the usual Scottish fog. In the photographs, the mist seems to glow with a faint, blue light and forms distinct, almost deliberate patterns around the monoliths. When the photographer looked back at the pictures, they noticed something even more unsettling. Within the glowing mist, faint outlines of human-like figures could be seen, as if they were dancing or performing a ritual. Archaeologists and historians believe these ancient sites were places of great ceremonial importance. Local folklore speaks of the spirits of the ancient builders returning to the stones on certain nights of the year, while meteorologists might explain it away as a unique atmospheric phenomenon, like ice crystals catching the last rays of sunlight. For those who have seen the photos, it is hard to shake the feeling that they witnessed a ceremony thousands of years in the making. Now, let's head to Glasgow, a city known for its industrial heritage and vibrant culture. but we're looking at a photograph from its darker past. In the 1930s, the Gorbals district was one of the most notorious slums in Europe. An American photojournalist named Nick Hedges was commissioned to document the living conditions there. One of his most famous photos shows two young boys playing in a derelict, rat-infested back alley. It's a powerful and heartbreaking image of poverty. But over the years, people have noticed something strange in the background. Through a grimy window of a derelict tenement building, a pale, gaunt face seems to be peering out. At first, it was assumed to be a resident, but historical records show that particular building had been condemned and empty for years before the photo was taken. Some have speculated it's the ghost of a former resident, forever trapped in the squalor they endured in life. Others believe it's merely a pareidolia, our minds creating a face from random shapes and shadows in the glass. Whatever the explanation, the Gorbals vampire, as the figure has been nicknamed, adds a supernatural layer of tragedy to an already haunting photograph, a spectral witness to the city's forgotten hardships. Our final story takes us to the legendary Loch Ness. Now, I know what you're thinking, not another blurry photo of a log. But bear with me, because this isn't the story you expect. We're not talking about the infamous surgeon's photograph, which was famously revealed to be a hoax. Instead, we're looking at something caught not on film, but on sonar. In 2016, an underwater robotics company was surveying the bottom of the loch using state-of-the-art sonar equipment. They were expecting to map the floor, maybe find some interesting geological formations. What they found instead stunned them. Lying nearly 600 feet down was a clear, 30-foot-long shape that was unmistakably a monster. The sonar image was detailed and unambiguous. The media went wild. Had they finally found Nessie? Well, yes and no. It turned out to be a prop, a model of the Loch Ness Monster built for the 1970 film The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes. The model had sunk during filming and had been lying lost on the loch floor for almost 50 years. So, while it wasn't the biological creature everyone hoped for, the photo, or rather, the sonar image did prove something. There really was a monster at the bottom of Loch Ness, just not the one we were looking for. It's a funny, fascinating end to a decades-long search. A piece of movie history accidentally solving a cryptozoological mystery. From ghostly guardians and otherworldly visitors to ancient rituals and cinematic secrets, these photographs offer a unique window into the soul of Scotland. They show us a land where myth and reality are constantly intertwined, where every castle, ruin, misty loch, and ancient stone has a story to tell. These images challenge us to look beyond the obvious, to question what we see, and to keep an open mind to the mysteries that surround us. Scotland's history isn't just written in books. It's captured in light and shadow, waiting for us to look closer. What other secrets are hiding in plain sight, just waiting for the right moment, the right lens, to be revealed? What do you think is the most plausible explanation for the figure in the Edinburgh photograph? A ghost, a time traveler, or just a clever trick of the camera? Let me know your theories in the comments below. These stories prove that there is always more to the picture than meets the eye. If you were captivated by these incredible stories caught on camera, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. We've got so many more mysteries to explore and untold histories to uncover together. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.